in Garcelle's, a lot of the excerpts leak, right? She talks about dating Michael Jordan. She talks about dating Will Smith. She ended up breaking up with Will Smith because he essentially was seeing Jada Pinkett Smith at the same time, like in the late 90s. And Garcelle calls his car phone. He's in the car with his ex-wife and his oldest son. And his oldest son goes, "Is this Jada? Is this Jada?" And that's where Garcelle kind of knew that Will was seeing multiple women. And that was the end of that. But I forget how
Garcelle has led more of a life than we've realized.
Exactly. I was going to say, I forget how intertwined in Hollywood Garcelle really is. Like, I just didn't know that.
I mean, I knew she was. Listen, this is why, like, you bring in these new first-year housewives like Noella on the OC, and they try so hard and it doesn't work. You have Leah McSweeney, who's like, ugh, on RHONY. Like, Garcelle is a new housewife, just worked. I mean, at that time, she had the tie to Denise Richards as an actress. Rinna. Garcelle's not desperate. I mean, she has had a career, like Coming to America. She got the reel, probably because of Beverly Hills, but okay, and that's canceled now. But like, Garcelle was a good natural fit that was kind of entwined in this group and really brought like the cred, the street cred to Beverly Hills. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's not desperate in the corner. She's an actress just like Rinna. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I mean by like, she has like the street, like not even street, but like the creed,
she's
like,
the chops,
the pedigree.
She has,
she
the
has
pedigree, the Hollywood background. Yeah.
She doesn't need the show. And so she was a really good addition, really.
Yeah, she was. She has been an amazing addition to that show. Seamless, because I think they all work in the same, kind of space, right? They all know Hollywood. And like we've talked about Rinna at length about how great she is at kind of, she's an actress. She's like, she just walks that line. And I mean, look, Garcelle's a great actress. Like they all get it. I think they just get it in a way. I feel like other franchises are struggling because they don't have that actor training. Like, they just don't have the actor training. Who
knew that we would be at a place where like Beverly Hills and like New Jersey are like just the franchises that are just doing so well right now? I
know. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? It is amazing. It's
not me. But look, it looks great. I think throwing the book in the trash is great.
Helped it for publicity. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like all for it. What else would you like to talk about today? I'm looking at our list here.
Well, my personal favorite on Bravo. I mean, it's hard to believe. We've said it before on the show. My fear is Bravo is going the way of E! News or E, which is, I couldn't even name a show on E! now. I guess the Bradshaws, we talk about that. But, Shahs has been canceled, and MJ gave a first exclusive interview on Jeff Lewis's show and essentially revealed a lot. Like saying that, Bravo did called the cast members, gave them a heads up that they would be fired, which I would think is pretty standard in the business. Then,
of course, I mean, they don't do it when they let a housewife go each season, but I guess when the whole show is closing down.
I would think for the whole show. And I mean, Shahs has been around 9, if you've been a housewife for 1 year, still, I would think you'd get a phone call, but
you don't.
Shahs, I know, that's so crazy. That's really crazy. But Shahs has been around for obviously 9 seasons. So MJ said they got phone calls. They knew it was going to end. And Jeff really probed her, supposedly, and I'm curious to see if you think this is true. Supposedly, MJ and a very select few people of Shahs, Mike not included, sounds like probably MJ, Reza, maybe Gigi, are doing a spinoff, are going to do a spinoff with Bravo that has yet to be named. Of course, I'm sure even if it has a name, MJ can't reveal it. What are your thoughts? So MJ apparently is not that upset because they're going to get another show.
I don't know. Listen, everyone here has issues when I talk about ratings. They tell me I'm from the 1990s. That's what the ratings still exist. I need to pull some numbers on Shahs, period. I wasn't under the assumption, no shade, I wasn't under the assumption that last season of Shahs I didn't think the ratings were that great. I don't think the show was canceled because of Mike. I mean, you could have fired Mike, and kept going, period, the end, if the ratings were that good. So I didn't think the ratings were so great, right? Fire Mike, very simple. You have, I mean, if you're telling me the spinoff is Reza, Gigi, and MJ, and the 4 key members are 3 of them plus Mike, and we have Destiny and Nima, isn't that the exact same show, just Fire Mike and keep going with Shahs? I don't really buy it.
I got the vibe from her that Nima, like none of them were included.
So like 3 of them, but I mean, listen, I love MJ and Tommy, I mean, as people, as humans in the real world, love Gigi. I don't buy it. I just don't buy it. That's my honest opinion. I just don't buy it.
I mean, I got to tell you, I watched the clip on TikTok from Jeff's show and I was like, I don't know. I know. Like, I tend to agree with you. Like, I feel like this is I have absolutely no facts about this at all, except for I feel like they're doing a little bit what they're doing with the whole legacy reboot of Real Housewives of New York, where they're saying like, oh yeah, if you're a Shahs fan, because I believe Bravo is in trouble. So I think there's no benefit in them just saying, well, we're never bringing Shahs back. I think they're just leaving it in limbo until it like fades out or they need it. This is pure speculation as someone. I mean, I am pitching shows to production companies. I do know some feedback and things that I've gotten. Again, nothing to do with.
And also, let me just say, I mean, this maybe is tea and behind the scenes, but like, how can I put this? There are like a lot of, I mean, well, you guys know this isn't revealing anything, like the whole thing with like Tommy, the restraining order against Reza, like there's legal issues that have been surrounding the Shahs cast members for a long time.
Wait a minute.
Well, like Tommy there's a restraining order against Tommy
from Reza.
Yes. That's out there. That's public. But I think there's a lot of other things behind the scenes. Like, listen, how can I put this? The Shahs, I believe, my sources tell me, the Shahs, I think, are, whether there's actually lawsuits filed, or I think the Shahs throw around the legal stuff a lot in the world. I do. It's not shade. So I think that when you have cast members, like you can't say this, it has nothing to do with Tommy, but I think that's where it starts. I think there's a lot of legal stuff that makes the show hard. And I don't think the ratings are great. I think it's done. I do.
Wow. Okay. And when you say legal things, do you